We've all been there, buying something new, feeling a thrill of excitement, and then it fades. Why does that happen? And why doesn't buying new things bring lasting happiness? In this video, we'll uncover the real reasons behind why new purchases don't make us as happy as we think they will, and more importantly, what truly does. Stay with us, because you won't want to miss the surprising insight we'll reveal at the end. Let's start with Sarah's story. Sarah was going through a tough time and thought a little shopping spree would lift her spirits. She bought some new clothes, a new gadget, and treated herself to something special. For a moment, she felt a burst of joy, but it didn't last. Just a few days later, Sarah found herself feeling empty again, even disappointed. Sound familiar? Many of us have had this experience, thinking that buying something new will bring happiness, only to find that feeling is temporary. Why is that? And what can we do about it? In today's video, we'll dive into the reasons behind this phenomenon and explore practical ways to find happiness that doesn't fade. Let's look at Section 1, the psychology of new purchases, understanding the dopamine rush. When we buy something new, our brains release dopamine, the feel-good chemical that gives us a temporary high. This is the same chemical associated with pleasure and reward, which is why shopping feels exciting. However, this dopamine rush is short-lived. After the initial thrill, the dopamine levels drop, and we're left with that empty feeling again. Think about the last time you bought a new phone or a trendy outfit. At first, it felt amazing. You probably couldn't wait to use or wear it. But a few weeks or even days later, it just became another item in your collection. That's because the joy of ownership fades quickly, and the object loses its newness in our eyes. Here is the practical tip. Instead of constantly seeking new things, focus on making the most of what you already have. Spend time appreciating items you already own. For example, try switching up how you use things or organize them to feel fresh. This small change can help you experience renewed appreciation for your belongings. Have you ever felt the thrill of a new purchase wear off too quickly? Share your experience in the comments. Let's look at Section 2, the hedonic treadmill. Why we always want more. The hedonic treadmill is a psychological concept that describes our tendency to return to a stable level of happiness, even after major positive changes, like buying something new. When we get something we desire, our happiness spikes, but soon, we adapt to it, and the excitement fades, leading us to seek the next fix to feel that high again. Imagine Sarah after her shopping spree. She felt excited with her new items at first, but soon enough, they didn't feel special anymore. She began craving something else, a new bag, a different pair of shoes, or maybe a tech upgrade. This constant cycle kept her wanting more without feeling truly satisfied. Here is the practical tip. Break free from the hedonic treadmill by prioritizing experiences over material things. Research shows that experiences, like a day spent with friends or a fun weekend trip, leave lasting memories and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Unlike objects, experiences grow in value as you look back on them, creating long-lasting happiness. Later in the video, we'll reveal a powerful technique for building lasting happiness, one that's far more effective than buying anything new. Let's look at Section 3, the comparison trap. Social pressure to buy more. One of the main reasons people keep buying new things is social comparison. Social media often shows us the highlight reels of other people's lives, filled with their latest purchases, trips, and achievements. This can create pressure to keep up, even if it's outside our budget or doesn't bring true happiness. Let's go back to Sarah. After her shopping spree, she went on social media and saw her friends posting about their own new purchases. One friend posted about a brand new car, another about the latest smartphone. Suddenly, Sarah's recent purchases felt less exciting. She wondered if she needed more to keep up with everyone else. Here is the practical tip. Limit your social media use, especially if you find yourself comparing your life to others. Instead, take time to reflect on what makes you happy. Practicing gratitude for what you have can reduce the need to keep up with others. Remember, everyone's journey is different, and true happiness isn't about matching others' lifestyles. Do you ever feel pressured to buy things because of social media? Let us know in the comments. Let's look at Section 4, Emotional spending, using purchases to fill a void. Sometimes, shopping is about more than just buying things. It's about how it makes us feel. For many, spending money is a way to cope with emotions like stress, loneliness, or boredom. This is known as emotional spending or retail therapy. And while it might offer a temporary mood boost, it often leads to regret later on. Sarah was feeling down after a long week, and shopping seemed like the perfect pick-me-up. She bought a few items, felt good for a short time, but then came the guilt of spending money she didn't need to. Now, the items sat in her closet unused, and the feeling of emptiness returned. Here is the practical tip. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's driven by an emotional need or a genuine need for the item. When emotions are high, consider alternatives like going for a walk, talking to a friend, or practicing a hobby. These activities can be just as fulfilling without the cost. Stay tuned, because up next we'll share a simple technique to help you pause before emotional spending takes over. Let's look at Section 5, the true sources of happiness. Finding joy beyond material things. If buying new things doesn't lead to lasting happiness, what does? Research shows that people who focus on relationships, personal growth, and meaningful experiences tend to report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Here's why these aspects are so powerful. 1. Experiences create lasting memories. Unlike material things, experiences become a part of who you are. They create memories, stories, and a sense of accomplishment. For example, a camping trip or a family gathering can bring lasting joy far beyond any purchased item. 2. Meaningful connections. Spending time with family, friends, or even volunteering can boost happiness levels more than material possessions. Building strong connections creates a support network, bringing joy that no purchase can replace. 3. Personal growth and fulfillment. Engaging in activities that help you grow, like learning a new skill, working on a project, or pursuing a passion, brings a deeper sense of satisfaction. Unlike material things, personal growth adds value to your life in ways that don't fade over time. What non-material things make you feel the happiest? Share in the comments. Let's look at Section 6, building lasting happiness. Habits that make a difference. If we want happiness that lasts, we need to shift our focus from what we own to how we live. Building habits that foster happiness is key. Here are some simple habits that can help cultivate joy without the need to buy new things. 1. Practice gratitude. Take a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. This simple habit shifts your mindset from what you lack to what you have, boosting your happiness over time. 2. Invest in relationships. Spend quality time with loved ones. It could be as simple as cooking together, having a game night, or going on a walk. These shared moments are priceless and often bring more happiness than any new purchase. 3. Pursue hobbies and passions. Focus on activities that you enjoy. Whether it's painting, writing, cooking, or gardening, pursuing a passion brings fulfillment and joy, which can't be bought in a store. In just a moment, I'll share a life-changing perspective on happiness that goes beyond any material possession. Let's look at Section 7, the power of minimalism. Less is more. One of the most powerful approaches to finding happiness without constant buying is adopting a minimalist mindset. Minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about removing excess so you can focus on what truly matters. By simplifying your life and keeping only what you need and love, you free up space, both physically and mentally, to appreciate life more fully. When Sarah began decluttering her home, she found that she enjoyed her space more. She had fewer items, but they were things she genuinely valued. The mental clarity that came with minimalism allowed her to focus on experiences and relationships, and she no longer felt the urge to buy things to fill a void. Here is the practical tip. Start by decluttering one area of your life, like your wardrobe or workspace. Keep only the items that serve a purpose or bring you joy. As you reduce excess, you'll feel lighter and find contentment with less. Conclusion: the path to real happiness. So, to recap, buying new things doesn't bring lasting happiness. The initial thrill of new purchases fades quickly due to the hedonic treadmill, social pressure, and emotional spending. Real, lasting happiness is found in experiences, relationships, personal growth, and living a meaningful, intentional life. The journey to happiness isn't about accumulating things, it's about appreciating what you already have and focusing on what truly matters. By making these shifts, you can find joy that doesn't depend on the next purchase or the latest trend. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content on living a happier, more fulfilling life. And share in the comments one thing you're grateful for today. Here's to finding happiness in all the right places.